Hey, Ryan Lee here with Planet Cheapskate. Hope you had a great week. Popping on here to do the rate update. Just wanted to start out by saying good luck to all my realtor partners out there. Hope you crush it this weekend. If you need any pre-approvals, let me know. I will be working. If you need me to help market anything, let me know. I can help you market. Got a lot of avenues, a lot of Facebook groups. We can put your property out there. If you have any listings, any showings, let me know. I can help out. If you're out and about, you got an open house, get a hold of me. I can take you a coffee, bring you a little care package, take good care of you. So, wanted to start off by just apologizing. Last weekend, it seems like I'm gonna have to do these on Friday because last weekend I had the mentality like, oh, I'm gonna do the rate update on Saturday. Well, guess what? I got out on Saturday. I got out in the heat again, and I got sick again and just I couldn't make it into the office to do the rate update. So my fault. I apologize. I want to be here. I want you to know what the rates are. So that is my bad. Looking to do the giveaway. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna get the card for the giveaway. So super stoked about that. We are going to give one of our subscribers $1,000 to an Amazon gift card. I haven't made it up there to get it, but I'm going to give it away in August. So um, we were going to give it away in July, but a lot of things came up. All the heat, it's just been taking its toll. It's been super hot. It's been like in the 90s and hundreds, like every day here. So stay inside if you're around here. Stay in the air conditioning. Stay in the pool. Stay cool. So I wanted to just talk a little bit, real briefly, before we get to the rates, about something that is very, very important, and it boils down to who you work with is very important. Who you choose to work with, be it if you're a realtor, the lender you choose to partner with is very important. The knowledge they know is very important. If you're a borrower out there and you're looking for someone to help you finance your home, it's very important for you to work with somebody who is knowledgeable, who has the experience. One of the important questions you should be asking is like, hey, how long have you been doing this? How long, have you been doing loans? How much experience do you have? I don't mean that in any way a knock on someone who hasn't been in the industry for a while, but I know that the first 2 years, the training just isn't where it was a long time ago anymore. Training is very seriously lacking in our industry, and I think it's probably because there's so much jumping around. People don't want to put too much time and investment into loan officers because there's a lot of hopping around in our industry. So, uh, but that's an important thing. How long have you been working as a loan officer? Because the first 2 years is a lot of trial by fire, and you do not want to take the largest purchase of your life and make it a risk. You don't want someone learning as they go on the largest purchase of your life. Like, yeah, they need practice. Maybe they need to be a loan officer assistant for a little while, learn the ropes a little bit before they're, let out. But just an important thing there, because I was watching the news and there was a gal on there who's with a very um, well-known credit union here in my hometown of Wichita, Kansas, and she was talking about HELOCs. And she was saying a couple things that I really was like, why? Like I 100% disagreed with it. One of the main things that she said that I disagreed with is she started off, I think she said, the best time to get a HELOC is when you don't need it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, the best time to get a HELOC is definitely when you need it. The best time to get a HELOC is not when you don't need it, because HELOCs have shorter terms than a regular mortgage. See, HELOCs, you can get a 10-year or you can get a 20-year draw period. Okay. The draw period is when you're borrowing the money, you're using it kind of like a credit card, you're paying it back, and then you're going to have a 10-year repayment term that you can extend if you need to, but it doesn't make sense to get a HELOC when you don't need it, because that term is counting down all those years. And to get the best rates, you're going to get a 10-year term on your HELOC. And so to get the best rates to benefit from the HELOC, you want to get a 10-year term that you can possibly renew, but a 10-year term, and then you're going to get a 20-year repayment period. So you'll get 20 years to pay that back. And so on how a HELOC works is that you'll make interest-only payments you're only required to make interest-only payments during the 10 years, okay, on any balance that you have outstanding. After that 10-year term is up, you're going to make interest and principal only payments for 20 years until it's paid off. So it's horrible advice to say the best time to get a HELOC is when you don't need it. I absolutely disagree with that. The second thing she said that I absolutely disagree with, she says, don't get a HELOC to pay off credit card debt. And I'm sitting there like, I absolutely disagree with that. You're going to sit there and tell someone that's paying 22 to 28% in interest on credit card debt that they shouldn't roll that into a HELOC where they're paying maybe 7, 8, 9%. That doesn't make any sense. You always want people to pay the least amount of interest on their payments. And so who you work with matters. The knowledge that they have matters. There was something else that I disagreed with her saying, but I can't remember. But those are the two main things. It's like, lady, don't be saying that. The best time to get a HELOC is not when you don't need it. And it's okay to get a HELOC to pay off credit card debt because credit card debt can be crippling. So just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Make sure you're working with someone who knows their stuff. If you want to find out if I know my stuff, watch my videos below. Follow me on social media. I do a lot of knowledgeable posts. I try to educate as much as I can because there's a lot of misinformation out there, and there's a lot of people who are pretending to have confidence and pretending to have knowledge, and they're leading people astray. And normally I'm pretty, you can ask the people around me, I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty passive. I don't, stir the pot too much. But when it comes to people's largest financial purchase of their lives, I get a little uptight about it. I get a little defensive for people because there's people out there who have no idea what they're doing. And I blame it on the flood of super low rates that we had starting in 2019 to 2021. Everybody was just seeing dollar signs and they got into our industry, and they don't have no idea what they're doing. They've never weathered a tough market, and they're looking for the easy dough. And so you need to be able to find those people and stay far, far away from them. Find people that are knowledgeable, ask the questions you need to ask. So that's my spiel. Let me get to these rates. They look good. Before I get to the rates, I just want to explain to you, these are not rates that you can go to your credit union, you can go to your bank and get. When you walk into there, when you call them up, they're going to give you whatever they can get away with. They are loyal to that institution. They're not loyal to you. They have no obligation to be loyal to you. So when I do these rates, I send out my feelers. I'm a broker, and so I work with multiple banks. They do not pay me. I'm sorry, you do not pay me. The banks pay me to represent your best interest, and I'm actually federally licensed to represent your best interest in the transaction. It's my fiduciary duty. So these are not rates you can go anywhere. These are rates I get. I take an average borrower, someone looking to borrow $250,000 with a 700 credit score, and this is on a 30-day lock, and I never charge points. So these rates can be beat if someone's going to charge you points. So I made a video, the other day that said, when someone asks who has the best rates, the true question needs to be who has the best rates for the cheapest cost. That's the important question that you should be asking. Okay, so remember that. Never any points on my quotes. I can get you lower than this, as anyone can, by making you pay points. It's going to be more expensive on your closing costs. So without further ado, let's get to these rates. Conventional, we have 7.375 with an APR of 7.673. FHA, we have 6.625 with an APR of 7.342. VA, we have 6.625 with an APR of 6.832. And USDA, we have 6.625 with an APR of 7.075. So rates aren't looking too bad on the government side. I think VA and USDA did tick up about 0.1% since my last update. FHA stayed flat. Conventional is up about 2/3% from our last update. So things are, kind of up in the conventional land. Govy stuff is staying pretty flat. So that's good news. That is the rates. Hope you enjoyed them. Everybody have a happy and safe weekend. Get in that pool and stay cool because it is a hot one. All right. See you on the other side. Take care.